Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Sagittarius might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. And in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so as you know, all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week or so, a month or so, or a year from now, or whenever, if you feel drawn to it or compelled to watch it, then most likely there is a message for you within this reading. So I would also like to point out that if you feel like the reading does not resonate with you, take into consideration that this is a generalized reading for the sign of Sagittarius, which therein lies 30 different days in each sun sign. So if you are aware of your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, all the other planetary placements in your birth chart, you can go to those readings as well, and you will get a more personalized type reading from different perspectives according to the different houses. So if you are unfamiliar with those, you can go to this website called astrocafe.com, and there is a little calculator there, and you can input your birthday, your birth time, and the location of your birth, and it will give you a complete layout of all of your houses and planetary placements within your sign. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this reading. This is for January 2020. Okay. And again, I'm sorry these are coming out a little bit late. I am in New Orleans. The weather has been crazy, flooding, cable and internet's been down, power's been out some, and I've been traveling. I had to go out of state and then I'm back. And so anyway, let's get on to this reading. I'll calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Sagittarius and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any messages that we need for the month of January 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Sagittarius for the month of January 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of January 2020? Sagittarius, January 2020. Okay. I'm going to shuffle these one more time. Maybe once more. They don't feel quite ready. Okay. So now I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to pick them up and you'll see the bottom card as soon as I do. Okay, so this is King of Pentacles reversed. This is the card that is the overall energy for this reading. And as we go through this spread, I will point out how this card is going to associate with the different cards in this reading. Now, the King of Pentacles talks about beauty, stability, security, having a very strong sense of aesthetics. When it's in reverse, you may have a person in your life that may be just a little bit out of sorts at the moment. So let's go ahead and lay out these cards. Now, if you're new here, I lay out four little rows here. The first row relates to you, what has recently happened, what's currently going on, and what's coming towards you. The second row is the same thing, only it's for your beloved, your intended, your twin flame soulmate, a karmic partner, an ex that you want to be reunited with, maybe somebody new that you just met, okay? The third column is about our challenges and obstacles, and the fourth row is the outcome. Now this is a total of 8 cards that I've just laid out, 2 in each row. Now I'm going to do this 2 more times for a total of 3, total of 24 cards. So by the time we get to the end of the reading, we usually have a pretty good storyline about what's going on and what's coming. Okay, so in the first column, which represents you, we have the Star and the Seven of Swords reversed. Now, the Seven of Swords reversed, you know, I don't really like this little guy so much. Usually he represents someone who is a manipulator, a liar, somebody who's sneaky, somebody who does things because they think they can get away with it. You may have recently been dealing with someone who's like that, possibly this King of Pentacles, and he's in reverse. So it tells me this is something that has recently come to pass, and that, you know, you're kind of done with it, and you are washing yourself clean of this. You are looking for that brand new future, looking for a complete do-over, start over, whether it's going to be with this same person or whether you were, you know, washing that man right out of your hair, whatever. You are definitely through with all the drama and the hurt that this has caused you, and you are moving past it. Okay, in your partner's column, we have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So, Ten of Wands tells me that, well, let's read this one first. The Ten of Wands tells me that this person is carrying around a lot of burdens. These are fears and anxieties that they carry with them, possibly hurts that they've had from their past that they are having trouble letting go. They are constantly walking on eggshells, expecting whatever new relationship they're in for the same type of behavior to happen. They need to take a period of respite, of inner introspection, and thinking over all of the hurts that they've been through, and taking that time for that healing and that meditation to receive that peace that you need and lay these burdens down. And they need to totally be able to move past it before they can enter a relationship. They may feel as if they are doing a little bit of self-preservation by being someone that is sneaky and doing things, you know, they want to get you before you get them, or you know, they just have this issue where they feel like, you know, they're so afraid that you're going to fool around or mess up or do something to hurt them that they're just going to go ahead and do whatever they want to, but pretend with you that they have this actual relationship going on, which they really and truly do, but secretly they're keeping options open. All right, now in your obstacles, we've got the 8 of Cups reversed as well as the 7 of Cups upright. And well, the 8 of Cups talks about moving away, looking for something better, even though where you are may actually be kind of delightful. It talks about looking for something that's better. So when it's reversed, you know, this same scenario is still going to be going on. It's just that you're going to feel a little torn about it, especially with the 7 of Cups, because you're thinking of all of the promise that that relationship had held for you, but you're also being distracted by all of the wonderful offers that are coming in around you, and you know, you feel kind of torn between, do I stay and try to make this relationship work, or am I just not wanting to have to deal with somebody when they are kind of low vibrational and bringing this air of dishonesty to the relationship, where you never really know what's going on. You never know if they're telling you the truth or if they're lying to you. You don't want to have to be in that position. So in our outcome, we have the Empress as well as the 4 of Pentacles reversed, which means, you know, you're kind of done working on it. You are, especially with this star here and this Empress, both major arcana cards, you are seeing yourself as as fruitful, as this new beginning, as I don't know about pregnancy or anything. You may or you may not, but certainly the Empress represents fertility. Now, this can be, the brand new life that you're starting once you move beyond and past this relationship. That it's definitely reached a point where you're just not interested in working on it anymore. So it's like you are breathing new life into yourself so that you can put that out there into the world and have this new beginning, washing yourself from, just cooties. Okay, that's funny, but yeah, you just don't want that grimy feeling. All right, so, this seems like it's definitely an earth sign that you're dealing with. Earth signs have been coming up an awful lot in this reading. Of course, you have the King of Pentacles in the overall card. We just have the Hierophant as well as the Ten of Pentacles reversed. All right, in your column. So we're into the second spread of this now. And then we have the Six of Swords reversed, as well as the High Priestess. And your obstacles and challenges, we have Hermit and the Five of Wands. And in your outcome, we have the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay. So definitely a lot of very strong earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming in. You have this Hierophant where this is, you're looking for, you want to settle down. You're looking for marriage. You're looking for your happily ever after. You're having to make this decision of whether you feel that this person is a good person, that you're giving this unconditional love, that you're trying to be understanding for whatever reasons they are behaving the way they are and have been. It could possibly be because of this hurt that they experienced in the past before. But as it stands right now, that's not really even a possibility, but it doesn't mean that you don't want that. It doesn't mean that, you're going to keep your options open. You're not going to put all your eggs in one basket for this person, okay? Because you drop that basket, they're all broken, right? So definitely, you want love, you want family, you want this connection. And of course, certainly the Hierophant talks about marriage. Okay, so you're wanting this really deep, committed relationship with somebody who, they're in such a state right now as far as hurt and the betrayal they felt before. They may or may not be ready to give that. And if you have a timeline of which you want certain things to happen, and it may take this person weeks or months or years to move past all this, if you don't have that particular type of time, you're certainly not obligated to have to wait for them. Now we have the High Priestess and the Six of Swords, so that we see that this person is not moving on from their hurt anytime soon. This is going to be around a while. They are carrying their burdens with them, like those little bags that they have packed here. They're carrying those swords with them. They are hurt, and you see these signs up sometimes that say hurt people hurt people. Okay, it's kind of like that. So while they are hurting, they are doing all this little self-protection mode, and they have a wall up around themselves, kind of like this passenger has these swords wrapped around them. They are, you see the waters are kind of turbulent right here, which represents emotions, and they are, they're carrying all this hurt with them, and they're just going to pass it on to you until they're through that. This person needs to do a lot of self-healing. When we see the High Priestess, she's between the two columns here, and it's always about decisions. Twos are always about decisions, no matter what suit they're in, or whether it's this High Priestess in the Major Arcana. So we're talking about this person needs to do a lot of prayer, reflection, healing, time on their own in order to get past this before they can give to a relationship completely. and be able to actually participate in that relationship rather than it be somewhat toxic. Okay, so we have Five of Wands and the Hermit for your obstacles. So certainly there is a little bit of this wanting to withdraw, and at the same time it kind of pisses you off how they're acting and you want to confront them. So again, you're kind of torn between what it is you want to do. Now, you being a fire sign, then I'm saying that this card is representing you instead of your partner in this particular column. Sometimes the obstacles and challenges will represent your partner, sometimes they'll represent you. It seems that both of these are representing you at this moment, but definitely take time back, make sure exactly what you want. Trace your steps carefully, looking forward as well as looking backwards. Figure out how it is and what it was that got you to this point. If it is exactly what you wanted and hoped and planned for. If it's not, definitely, you want to voice your opinion and talk to your partner and tell them about the things that are bothering you, but you don't want it to turn into pettiness and name calling and blaming. If they're not ready, they're just not ready, and it has absolutely nothing to do with you. You are a very beautiful person. You have a lot to offer. It is no reflection on you. If this person is not in a position where they are able to move forward at this particular time. So your outcome is Two of Swords and Five of Swords. So again, careful with your words. This person may come to a point where you are able to come back together with them. So you don't want to end the relationship on a note where you are, like this Five of Wands here. You don't want to be doing the name calling and the accusations. If it's not right, it's not right. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. You need to use your head over your heart and make this decision properly, and considering all the factors that are surrounding it. Okay, so let's hope we run into just a little bit more love down here in this next row. So for you, we have the Ten of Swords and the Tower. Okay, all right. In your partner, we have the Devil and the Ace of Swords reversed. In your obstacles and challenges, we've got the Ten of Cups and Strength. All right. And in your outcome, we have the Four of Wands and the Hangman reversed. Okay. So, earlier in this row, you got the Star. Okay, well, we have the Tower here. So the Tower, with it being in reverse, tells me this moment has passed. This is something that you're now ready to move forward. The Tower talks about deconstructing everything and being able to rebuild. Okay, so you have the Tower, and then you have the Star is the very next card in the tarot deck. So usually, not usually, but after the Tower falls, there's always a new beginning. What else can there be? They're talking about, hitting rock bottom. There's no place else to go but up. You have, this is something that has happened. You have made the decision. You are moving on. You're tired of the hurt that it's causing you because it's keeping you from being able to move forward in your life. Now, you're able to see your partner for the codependent tendencies that they are bringing out in you. You are an empathic and beautiful person, and you are a nurturer, and you want to, have a happy life, and you feel like everything you're doing, you're trying to make this person happy. When they are hurt and they need healing inside, there's really nothing you can do. Each and every person is responsible for their own happiness, okay? I'm going to say that again. Every person is responsible for their own happiness. You can't look to another person to create that happiness inside you. And once you do that, then this turns back around, because it, you know, when it's in reverse, this little crown is falling off the sword. This person is creating a sense of stagnancy, of not being able to, you know, be fruitful and move forward in the relationship. They are looking to you to try to make them be happy. You know, a lot of times this talks about lust and drugs or alcohol or things like that, but it feels more like this person is not those things. It feels like it's more of that codependent, toxic kind of relationship that's going on. So in your obstacles and challenges, you have a Ten of Cups, and you're like, how was the Ten of Cups even any kind of a challenge? Well, because you care about this person and you have this deep connection with this person and you love them. So, you know, you want this with this person, but it doesn't mean that it's the right time to do it. So you're going to have to draw on this inner strength that you have. And, you know, the best thing you can do is to let this person heal and, you know, go on with your life. If it's meant to be, it'll come back around again. Even if you get in a relationship with someone else temporarily, or they do, if it's meant to be, you always come back together, okay? All right, and in the outcome, we have Lovers and the Five of Cups. So this shows me, okay, this shows me that you are definitely, okay, you had the Four of Wands and the Hanged Man, and I just drew two more cards, okay, because I didn't even realize I'd pulled them for this one. But I'm going to go ahead and read it because this is actually really good news here. So in order to have this soulmate relationship, you need to leave the this hangman is in reverse. So you are looking for, you know, when you walk away from this and you allow this person this time of healing, and you know what you want, and you're ready to accept these things into your life. And with this Four of Wands, it's coming. You know, you had the Seven of Cups earlier, and it was talking about, you know, there's a lot of offers coming in. There are a lot of soulmates. We don't just have one soulmate. We have one twin flame, but we only have one soulmate. So you could come across, when you walk away from this relationship and you have this, you know, the tower fell, your heart was broken, you have this brand new beginning, you've taken time out, and you realize that these three cups here that are spilled, well, you have two more cups here behind you. This is an offer of love that you're not even aware of at the moment. There could be somebody who is the perfect mate for you, who is sitting there waiting for you to get past this before they approach you with it. When you have these three cups in front of you, you can see he's wearing his black robes, and he is mournful, and he's grieving, okay, over these three cups here. But remember, those cups, toxic. They could contain poison. It could be a blessing in disguise that these cups spilled and you don't have the chance to partake of them. So when you are past that, then this new love presents itself to you, and you have this wonderful brand new beginning with a potential soulmate that is coming soon, very soon, end of January, February-ish. This person is going to be in your life first and foremost. This time of instability is passing. It's going away. And so that is your reading for January 2020, Sagittarius. And I am so glad that you found my channel, and I want to thank you all so much for subscribing and liking and comments, your shares. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys here soon in about another week. Okay? All right. Bye-bye. Good night.